Hello. I just thought I'd bring you in. I've been working on this off and on for about a week, maybe. Not steadily, just a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Here's where I am. The jig or the plank that I'm going to build it on, I'm just going from a mid-water line. It's not the full load line, it's not the empty line on the water line, it's kind of midway. I want a little the red lead paint showing above where the water's going to be, and so I picked a spot kind of at random, how far down I was going to build the model. Could have built it all the way down, but then I'd have to cut it off because I want it sitting on the water. Or that was my plan anyway. If you liked the video, how about giving me a thumbs up? And if you're not subscribed, how about subscribing? Thanks for watching. Back to the show. All but one of these are the formers out of the drawing that you saw before. A little crowded here. These are the lines for the ship hull. It's a way to make a drawing of a three-dimensional object in 2 dimensions. This is the front half, this is the back half. And the drawing was at some odd scale, but I was able to convert, and I had this blown up to exactly the scale that I want to work in. This is full scale for me. Not 1:1, but it's 1:76.2. It's 00 scale. So it's 4 millimeters to the foot. It seems rather large, but ships are large. So if you've ever seen one up close, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking big ships, full-size World War II and forward ships. They were getting pretty big by World War II. So at various planes through the hull, this is the line that defines the shape. And of course it's repeated on the other side, but you can fold it over and do both sides. And that's what I did. And that's how I cut out these formers, shape formers. Now you notice, well, you can't see it. Let me swing down here. You see this is quite a bit shorter than this because that's the way it is. The deck is much lower in the back than it is in the front. The front is higher to shed the waves of the Atlantic going across, and it's slightly rounded over here. Be a row of stanchions along the side, of course, but that allows the water to shed, the green water coming over the bow, if there is any. And there probably would be at times, certainly. And you have to design a ship to prepare for those times. So I cut out the various formers, plus I added one that was not drawn. There was quite a bit of space between this former at Station 4, I believe it is. Yeah, Station 4 and Station 5. There was quite a lot of space. So halfway between them, I created another one that was not drawn on the drawing, and I did it with a joggle stick. So I feel like my formers have a fairly good representation, and I may need to sand them down a little bit, or maybe even add a little on to some of them to get them forming up the shape of the hull exactly the way I want it. But that's okay. No one is ever going to see these once the model is done, because I'm not going to model the interior of the ship. I may have some places where you can peek in and see a little of it for one reason or another. Maybe I'll have a light on inside something, but for the most part, you're only going to see the outside of this ship. So that's where I am. Incidentally, the peak of the bow would be, let's see, what have I got? I could hold up, oh, here. This would be perfect. If I can grab it, my N-scale scale, which also has inches in 64ths, which is kind of handy. So the bow of the ship would be right there, just for reference. Chines and framing between these formers are going to go in, top, bottom, and several in the middle, and across the top to support the deck, support the deck house, because the deck house sits right here. It's just behind this raised portion. There is a crane. I'm not sure. I think the crane is about right here, the forward crane. There might be two of them, actually. Two forward cranes. One shortly in front of the deck house and one on up to service the two holds in the front. And there's one hold behind and one crane back there. And I'm going to pick up the cranes, the two cranes in front and one crane in back, and the deck house. So that, and the funnel, of course, so that I'll have that to see as kind of a silhouette from the side and from various views around the layout when I'm shooting trains. I think it'll be really exciting to have it. I've wanted it since the very beginning, as I've mentioned before, and I'm going to get it. I'm going to do it. Depending on how this goes, I might build another one. Who knows? We'll see. So that's where I am at the moment. Just thought I'd bring you in, let you know what's going on. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.